Hey there, I'm India Garms, and today I'll be talking about college and career readiness. I'd like to begin by illustrating a point that I think is seriously understated. There is not one road to success. Not everyone's path involves graduating from high school, going to college, and then beginning their career immediately afterwards. Why? Because not every person is the same. So, why should there be one cemented path for every person's success? Some people get their GEDs, try college a couple times, drop out, and end up working a fulfilling job nonetheless, like my mother. My mother graduated high school in 1977. The next year, she began taking classes at a local community college. Due to what my mother describes as a lack of support, she dropped out, overwhelmed by work and a heavy class load. An important thing to note here is how important it is for new college students to be aware of resources available, such as counseling, advising, and therapy. Anyway, after raising me and my brother into adulthood, she began working as a paraprofessional special education teacher. Despite the fact that my mother did not graduate college, her path led her to a successful, legitimate full-time job nevertheless. On the other hand, my father, 3 years younger than my mother, graduated from Amarillo High School in 1980. For some reason, he decided that he wasn't college material at the time and followed the family tradition by enlisting in the Navy. In August 1980, my father was shipped off to San Diego for boot camp and then completed 4 years as a corpsman. Immediately after being discharged, he was able to begin nursing classes at Amarillo Community College with the military paying his tuition. Once graduated, he pursued his bachelor's degree in nursing at West Texas A&M. During this time, my father was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but still continued his education, even taking his finals from a hospital bed while undergoing chemotherapy. He was in remission by the time he graduated and became engaged to my mother. Lastly, he earned his master's in healthcare administration at Trinity University in San Antonio. My father's career took him through various upper-level medical administration positions, but ultimately, he decided that being on the front lines was where he belonged, actually working with the patients. He's currently an ER nurse. My father's path took him from high school to the Navy, then to college, and finally to his career. Though his is similar to the traditional model, it could be argued that his college career wouldn't have been successful had he started straight out of high school. My path, on the other hand, went in a different direction. At 16, I was pregnant as a junior in high school. The administrators at my school profiled me as a dropout risk and suggested that I attend an alternative school for the remainder of my secondary education. With an infant, I continued working towards my high school diploma while also holding a job at a daycare. I took advantage of the situation, accepted the transfer to the alternative school, and ended up finishing my senior year within a few weeks thanks to the at-your-own-pace curriculum. I started college at age 17 when my daughter was 6 months old. In 2010, I began working towards an associate's degree at Tarrant County College when my daughter was 3. I then transferred to the University of Texas at Arlington to earn a bachelor's degree in English education. And here I am. Thanks to my father's military service, I'm able to attend college tuition-free via the Hazelwood Legacy Act. My father's path enabled my own. My point is, life happens, and that gets in the way of the traditional road to success. Perhaps a student doesn't have enough time to go to college because she has to take care of her younger siblings, or perhaps his family doesn't have enough money to afford tuition or books, or no internet access, or no transportation. People scoff at others for not pursuing a formal secondary education. Sure, there are people who pass up opportunities to better themselves, but as far as I can see, most people simply have another path, one that's unique to them and their success. My hope is that the stigma surrounding non-traditional paths is removed so that graduates might know that there are other options tailor-made to fit their situation. I want my daughter to know that it's okay to graduate, to go to college, and to start her career, but that it's also perfectly acceptable to do whatever else she feels will enable her success. If we want our youth to be successful, we need only point them in the right direction. Thank you.